Hey guys, Ryno, the world's best paladin, here to show you how to make gold in World of Warcraft. As a paladin, we will be playing on Alliance today, but the concept can work on Horde as well. To ensure this guide is relevant throughout all of time, I'm going to be telling you the singular gold making method that never runs out of style. Some gold farms have you fetch specific items, but as a server progresses that item's value typically drops or becomes less commonly needed. The only thing that stays around forever is raw gold farming, and selling boosts. As a paladin, my preferred dungeon to boost others through is stockades. Because you don't need insane gear for it. It is easily accessible to all Alliance players. It has a chance for BOEs. And you can run it fast enough to max out the 5 instance per hour cap. You can also sometimes find people paying a premium for a one-time clear through dead mines, wailing caverns, as well as Shadowfang Keep, which is also a good option to farm BOEs, if you can't find a group to boost in stockades. Horde also has access to RFC. And if you are decently geared you run Scarlet Monastery, but that involves a lot of practice with the pulls as well. Stockades is easy, and everyone can do it. All you need is a Skullflame shield, and the Demon Forged breastplate, and you can easily do this efficiently, but Force of Will and Nagelring are easy to obtain and will help you out. The shield and chest are BOEs, so check the auction house, the other two drop from BRD. Aside from that, get as much spell power plate as you can, and stamina intellect gear to fill the gaps. With that gear, you can easily clear all these dungeons without even using your brain, but I will show you some tips in just a minute. First, let me explain how much you can make doing this, and why it will always be a good gold farm. As time passes in a server, the raw gold on the server also increase, as well as the raw materials for consumes. And when the quantity of anything goes up, the value goes down. Raw gold in WoW obviously still serves its purpose for things like repairs and learning spells, but in a more mature WoW market with lots of raw gold, those things become trivial expenses. But with services, the cost is going to be relative to the current gold in circulation, also known as inflation. There is also a supply curve of how many people are offering boosts, but this is just a rudimentary explanation of why this method will be great long term. I understand something like farming certain potions or consumes can be great gold farms, but those are more dependent on your specific server, its phase, and population. This method is the most consistent, just pay attention to what other people charge on your server for a boost. But for reference, stockades runs have typically been 2 gold at the start of a server's life, 5 gold during raid progression, and 10 gold once most guilds have cleared most raids. But that pretty much covers everything you need to know about why you should do this. Let me show you how. You don't need a specific talent build, just make sure you have Consecration, and Blessing of Sanctuary helps, but don't respec for it. I use Retora, but if you're not geared maybe use Davora. Use Blessing of Sanctuary, or Wisdom if you don't have it. And start pulling mobs, 1 room at a time. Once you have a few rooms following you, it is a good idea to kite them while walking backwards. It will be slower, but this minimizes the chance of knockdowns and dazes and ultimately makes the run smoother and faster. Using rank 1 consecrates helps pull mobs, and try looping around at the end of a room like this. Aside from that, make sure to keep up Seal of Light so your health stays topped off, or Seal of Wisdom if you are low on mana, and just stand in your circle while they all die. If you get feared by the boss, or knocked down by a mob, and are low health, just use Divine Shield. Assuming you do 5 runs, with 4 paying customers, for 5 gold a run, that is 100 gold an hour not counting any loot or gold that drops. If you charge 10 gold per run that is 200 gold an hour, it just depends on your server. It ain't much compared to a mage, but we are paladin boosters, and mages are lame. Subscribe and check out my channel for lots more paladin tips. Good luck out there brothers, bye.